All right, so now you see that equal sign that came into play here. So now we have equations, okay? The easiest ones you'll be given have like denominators. These do not have like denominators. So how are you going to approach it? Take a look at this problem and ask yourself the questions. Whoa, just a second, guys. Sorry about that. Let me try to do this. Let me lock everything down. And that way I can erase things, but now I can't erase that. But that's okay. It's an equation, okay? Got that? We agree. So take a look. What we want to do, okay, is use the trick of getting rid of the denominators, okay? We don't like fractions, generally speaking. So to get rid of the denominator, you need to multiply by it. Maybe I'll put denominators, multiply by the LCD. That is the trick. If you multiply by the LCD, it's going to disappear. So I remind you, okay, remember when? I'm going to do a remember when. Remember when you had like x over 3 is equal to, I don't know, 3x over 4. And then what we did was we multiplied by 12. And then 3 goes into 12 4 times, and you get 4x. Sorry. Sorry. This is going to be weird. I'm going to get, okay, hang on. We get 4x is equal to 9x, right? Because 4 goes in 3. So then we got to subtract 4x from both sides. We're just going to get 0. You guys, I made a bad problem. 0 is equal to 5x. Well, how can I get there? X is equal to 0. Okay, that's the only reason how 4x could be equal to 9x is if x equals 0. Either way, the point is that we've got rid of the denominators, okay? So here, again, you are going to factor, okay? You can't factor there, and I don't know why I decided to change v to an x. That's weird. Let's not try doing that. Okay, let's keep v minus 2 equals -1 over 4 is in common. We get v minus 2 plus 4 over 1. Look, there is nothing here. So the LCD is v minus 2, because that's contained here, times 4. 4 times v minus 2. This one is 1. 1 is contained in all of these. Okay, so all we need to do is multiply both sides. And this is how you show the work. You can actually show it by multiplying each fraction by it. Typically, I just do it like this, 4 times v minus 2. You have to learn to distribute this, though. Okay, so I'm going to shrink it down just a little bit so it gives me a little bit more room. All right. So in other words, what we have here is you can multiply across. We're multiplying by the LCD. And you can see that this v minus 2 is going to cancel here. Okay, I think what I'll do for now is just show you everything written over this. Okay, that's what I did. And then now I'm going to distribute. So basically, I'm writing it anyway. Okay, times -1, because here's the -1, all over 4 times v minus 2. Do you see all I did was take this and multiply by the -1, plus 4 times v minus 2. 4 times 4 times v minus 2. Okay, notice now things are going to cancel, and this is how you get rid of your denominator. See, that cancels, that cancels, that cancels. And we're left with 16 equals -1 plus 16 times v minus 2. Okay, well, we have to solve for v, and v is inside the parentheses, so we got to get it out of there. How do we get it out? We distribute. So 16v minus 32 minus 1 equals 16. I'm going this way. Okay, so I can add negative 32 and negative 1. So I will get 16. Sorry about this. 16 equals negative 33 plus 16v. I can add 33 to both sides. And I get 16v is equal to 49. And I divide both sides by 16. And I get v equals 49 over 16. And that is the answer, unless I made a mistake somewhere along the way. In which case, you can let me know. Hope or Xavier. All right. Here we go. Let's try the next one. It'll get clearer with practice. So here we go. U minus 3, U minus 3, U squared minus 9. Hang on a second. Okay. All right. So again, we need to factor. So you get 1 over U minus 3, can't do anything there. 4 over U plus 3, can't do anything there. 9, factor it. U plus 3 times U minus 3. And you can see that the common denominator that contains everything is going to be U minus 3 times U plus 3. So for this one, I need to multiply this one by U plus 3. U plus 3. This one I need to multiply by U minus 3. U minus 3. And now we have it all. They're all under the same denominator. Okay? I actually just switched methods on you. I just realized now. You guys, the other method is to, I should put this right here. Other method is what I'm showing you. Other method is put them all over the same denominator. Then you can get rid of it. So in other words, look, I put everything over the same denominator, which means if I were to multiply by this least common denominator, everything would disappear, except for that, right? So I would get U plus 3 minus 4 times U minus 3 equals 9. So in other words, if I multiply by this least common denominator on both sides that I just put everything on, they would just cancel, and you just get 9. And these would cancel, and that would cancel, just because I'm multiplying everything by the least common denominator. So I get U plus 3 minus 4U plus 12, just distributing, equals 9. Combine like terms, you get negative 3U plus 15 equals 9. Negative 3U is equal to, subtract 15, negative 6. Y equals 2. That sounds about right. I keep thinking I might have made a mistake in the last one because I ended up with such a weird fraction. I multiplied by the least common denominator. I don't know. Maybe you guys can let me know if I made a mistake. I don't want to waste your time with it. Okay. So that was the other way, is to get this one there. Guys, that's what you would multiply by, correct? Okay. Is there a better way to do this? No. No. Yeah, I mean, had you decided to multiply everything by the least common denominator, I'm going to go ahead and shrink this a little bit. I do want to go ahead and show that method because just because it might be easier for you guys. So here I was, I'm going to take it from here. 1 over U minus 3 minus 4 times U plus 3 equals 9 over U plus 3 times U minus 3. And we're going to multiply everything by the least common denominator. Okay, so here, I'm going to multiply both of these by U plus 3 times U minus 3. times u plus 3 times u minus 3. See, I multiplied everything by the least common denominator. That cancels. This cancels. That cancels. And you end up getting that stage right there. See, 1 times u plus 3 is right there. Minus 4 times u minus 3 equals 9. Just so you see how it works out. It's not magic. It's just math. All right, I think the second to last problem. Yeah. Okay. So let's solve this. It's an equation. Okay, the only time you multiply by the least common denominator, you guys, is when you have an equation. I'm going to write that down. Okay, to solve, multiply by LCD, not for simplification. Not for simplifying, you guys. When you have 2 over 2, whatever, 10, that's a stupid example. How about 3 over 10 plus 4 over 7? We don't multiply both of these things by 70. That would be stupid. Don't do that. Okay, you multiply this one by 7 and this one by 10 over 10, right? To get a common denominator. But this is a trick for when you're solving. Least common denominator is y. So we're going to multiply everything by y, and I'm going to rewrite it. Y times y minus 5 over y times y is equal to 4 over y times y. Okay, that is the trick, you guys. I'm going to highlight. Okay, this is what I multiplied by. I multiplied by the LCD. Okay, so, okay, no, I don't want lines. I don't want lines. How do I get lines? I don't want lines. Okay, yeah, okay. The LCD is equal to y. I multiplied by it, okay? So you get y squared minus 5 is equal to 4. So if I subtract 4, okay, it's quadratic. Remember, for quadratic, set it equal to 0 to use the zero product rule. Subtract 4, we get y squared minus 9 equals 0. That means we have difference of 2 squares. So y is equal to 3 or negative 3. And that is the answer. So the difference is that this ended up as quadratic, and we had to set it equal to 0 to use the zero product rule. Last one is just, honestly, just rearranging things. Solve for m. Okay. First of all, you can always recognize it's a proportion and cross multiply and get 5m equals f. So m is equal to f divided by 5. Okay, you can also multiply by the least common denominator, and then you will get 5m equals f. And then you move on and you do that. And that's it. It is that simple. Next, I'm pretty sure that was it. All right, let me make sure I started at the beginning. I did not start at the beginning. That is why this is so confusing. All right, I knew I thought something was wrong. I was like, why is it starting so advanced? I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna go back to the beginning. This is the start of this. Okay, so since we already did the hardest problems, let's go back and do the easiest. To multiply by the LCD, it's just V. LCD equals V. All right, this is going to cancel, and you're going to get 9V equals negative 7, or V is equal to negative 7 divided by 9. And that is it. Okay, next. Here we go. Now, whoa. Okay, here's where you're going to multiply by the least common denominator again. Okay, So we're going to multiply both sides by v plus 2. Put it in parentheses. It must be in parentheses. Ooh, that's not right. Hang on. Do you see how that says minus 3? We need it to multiply, so we need to put that in parentheses. Okay. You could possibly have rewritten it like this, though. See what I did? I put the negative 3 on the left so that it's easier to read. You get negative 3v minus 6 equals negative 2, distributing. Negative 3v is equal to, I'm going to add 6 to both sides, and I'll get 4. V is equal to negative 4 thirds. And that's it. Okay, now you could possibly plug it in to check it. And you did like, oh, okay. Well, 2 over 1 is equal, if I want to get it to 3, that would be 6 thirds. So that would be equal to negative 3. Is it equal to negative 2 over negative 4 thirds? Wait, no, 2 thirds, sorry. Oh, and I can go ahead and add those together because that's 6 thirds, right? So I'm going to get 2 thirds positive. Okay, negative 3 is equal to, this is 2 over 1 to divide fractions. You multiply by the reciprocal. Boom. And then you get negative 3 equals negative 3. I am not going to make you do that, but it's good practice if you wanted to. Okay, take a look. What is the LCD here? The LCD here is 3y. So we're going to multiply each one of these things by 3y. Okay, again, take a look. That's the LCD that I am multiplying everything by. Okay, so now that we got that, I am going to get 12y plus these y's cancel, 21 equals the 3's cancel, 5y. So we subtract, again, okay, we're just solving. So I'm going to move the 12y over even though it makes it negative. 21 is equal to negative 8. No, 7. 12 minus 5 is 7. Okay, divide by negative 7. And y is equal to negative 3. All right? Okay, next one. This one, LCD is equal to 6u. So I'm going to multiply each one of these by 6u. This is the trick. Cancel. You get 5, cancel. U, cancel. 36. Negative u is equal to negative 31. So u equals 31. Subtracting 36 from both sides. Now, I did show you the other method, which is to put everything over a common denominator. So check it out. I could have multiplied this by 6 and this one by 6, this one by u, this one by u, right? Okay, look, I get 36 over 6u, not y. Let's try u. Whoa. Okay. Over 6u minus u over 6u equals 5 over 6u. And if everything is over the same denominator, you can just get rid of it because you're multiplying by it. So you could just write that. And you can see that's where we ended up right there. So you can choose your method. It doesn't really matter to me. Okay, let's try this one. Least common denominator is v minus 4. Here's the v minus 4. Here's a v minus 4. And 9 is over 1. So v minus 4 is going to be it. We are going to multiply it, everything by v minus 4. So 5v times v minus 4 over v minus 4 minus 4 times v minus 4 over v minus 4 equals 9 times v minus 4. Okay, that doesn't cancel. These cancel. So you get 5v minus 4 equals, distribute, 9v minus 36. Subtract 5v from both sides and you'll get 4v. Add 36 and you'll get 32. So v is equal to 8. All right. You can see that here it was kind of easier. If it were me, I would know that v minus 4 would be it, and then I would cancel it. So I would directly just go from here to, I would have written 5v minus 4 is equal to 9 times v minus 4. Just if you guys are with me there. I will accept this. This is okay. And I'm sorry, that's where we started, which was kind of bad. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video.